How many of you were on the red carpet tonight? Let me see your hands. You saw Jody Johnson there on the red carpet. Well, we're going to bring Jody Johnson out. Yes, she's a bad girl. She is a Grace girl. And we're going to talk a little bit about Grace Girl Chic. Jody Johnson. Look at her. Look at her. So, Jody.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Grace Girl Chic?
Okay, well, if I was listening really well to all the beautiful ladies I got a chance to speak with, Grace Girl Chic is the ability to be yourself, to love yourself, to embrace yourself just as God made you, without permission granted by anyone but Him. You don't have to ask permission to be yourself, and you allow that essence to come forward in the way that you present yourself through your style and your fashion. So without people even having to hear you speak, they can take a look at you and say, okay, I think I know who she is, because it comes through from the inside out.
And knowing who she is and whose she is.
And there it is.
When she enters the room.
That's right.
So is there such a thing as shabby chic?
Well, if you watch HGTV, then you know what shabby chic is, right? But in the sense of style and fashion, I would say shabby chic maybe is vintage glamour or bohemian glamour. You all know that trend that's really hot now, bohemian glamour? Yeah.
So is this whole idea of Grace Girl Chic just an outward appearance?
Absolutely not. I think it starts from the inside. I think it starts from you. How many of y'all know life can be rough, right? Life can be hard, and it can try to beat you up, right? But after you've gone through enough hills and valleys with God, and you spend time with Him in those hills and valleys, He begins to show you who He made you to be.
Amen.
And then once you get that and you know, this is me, God, and you learn to say, this is me, God, right? And then all of a sudden you get this confidence and this boldness to just be yourself, and you don't have to, look for approval from man. It's okay to be edgy. It's okay to be funky. It's okay to be bohemian. It's okay to be classic or conservative. You can do every other day of the week if you want to.
It's okay to wear a tuxedo.
Bam, with a lace blouse, and the pearl detail, and the red shoe pop of color, boom.
Whoa, yes.
And
which brings us to...
Look, wait, hold up.
Okay.
I was talking about this on the red carpet, this toes out in the fall. Are you all seeing this? It's okay, ladies. Let the toes out. It's okay.
Toes out, toes out. All right, we're going to pick your brain a bit.
Okay.
For tips on how to develop and achieve the Grace Girl Chic.
I think you just have to be true to yourself. I mean, honestly, I think it just goes back to knowing who you are and listening to your instincts. You have an instinct that says, he tells you who you are. Just follow it. Just follow it and walk in it with confidence and boldness. And that's sort of what the whole Moxie style is. How many of you have been seeing some of those images, the Moxie style images? Thank you for liking those, by the way. It encourages me to keep going. And I got that term, Moxie. I learned it years ago when I was a kid, and I would love to watch old black and white movies and MGM musicals.
Brooklyn.
This is in Brooklyn, in the hood. Yep. Yep. And I just fell in love. Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, all of those folks. Ginger Rogers,
yes.
all of Katharine Hepburn. I mean, Betty Davis. They just had such style and class. And when they played these roles, they were sometimes described as having moxie. And I learned what that meant. And when I look back at those roles, they were strong, they were confident, they were powerful, they were assertive, they knew who they were. They didn't necessarily need to be rescued, although the men liked to think that they were rescuing them, right? Because sometimes we let them think that they're rescuing us, right? Right. So the moxie is your ability to be that person that's strong, powerful, confident, self-assured, knowing who you are, not asking for permission to be who you are, not waiting for someone to grant you permission to be who you are. Just saying, this is me. I'm bad, y'all. Yes. And it's okay.
I love the boldness.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you, but I want to be that kind of Grace girl. Do you? All right.